Okay. So we discussed till now Oracle, SQL, DDL statements and DML statements. And in the last classes, we discussed select statement, right? Nothing but DQL. Okay. So now we'll go with another DCL, okay, data control language. So what is the purpose of this? We already discussed now. To control the data from unauthorized users. Okay, to control the data from unauthorized users. So who is unauthorized user? Let's see. For example, I am one user. Okay, I am one user and my username is Surya. Okay, so I created one table ABC. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me write it everything here. So this will be easy to us to understand. Okay. So for example, so I'm taking user A. Okay. Same way, I have a user called B. Same way, I have a user called C. Okay. So totally, I have three users here. Okay. So user A, he did this one. Okay. So he just creating or created table. Okay. Created a table called, for example, let's say ABC. Okay. He created one table called ABC. So then if we try to create access this table, whoever is created, who created this table ABC, it's by user A. So when he's trying to access, means that maybe to read the data or to update the data or to insert the data. I mean, whenever he's trying to access that ABC table, he can do that because he is the owner. Okay. For example, he is trying to read the data from ABC table. So what will happen? He can get the output whatever is there. Okay. If there is data, it will come. If there is no data, some message will come, no rows selected. Right? Perfect. So when user B is trying to, okay, when user B is trying to access that table, for example, ABC. So then what will happen? Okay. So then it will throw you the error. Okay, it will throw you the error. Why it will throw you the error? Because for ABC table, okay, for ABC table, he is not the owner. Okay, for ABC table, he is not the owner. So he will become like a unauthorized user. Okay, imagine user A, user B, and user C. These three users or three usernames are in the same project. Okay, same project working together. Okay, so still it will throw you the error as it is a unauthorized user. Okay, so then what you need to do? Okay, you have to request. Okay, you have to request permissions from that object owner. So that object is nothing but here table, and which table? ABC. So you have to request permissions for ABC table from his ABC table owner. Okay, same thing will happen if user C try also. Okay, so what will be the next step then? You have to request permissions. Imagine user B requested permissions and also user C requested permissions from the table owner. Okay, so who is the owner here in our example? User A, right? So who need to give the permissions now? Can you hear me? Who need to give the permissions for ABC table?
User A.
User A need to give the permissions. Like whoever is the owner for that object, he needs to give the permissions. So I will log in to the system as a user A okay, like user A, and he will give the permissions. Okay, so he is doing this, or he's running this command: grant all permissions or some permissions on which table? ABC table. To whom? For example, in our here we are thinking like user B and user C. So I'm trying to give the permissions to both of them together. This is possible. Otherwise, you can just write user B and end the statement. That's it. So once the grants is, I mean, this statement is executed, so means user A given permissions to the user B. Okay, so now he can try. After giving the permissions, again, he can try accessing that table ABC. So then what will happen? Yes. Any guess? Now you will get the data or successful message. No error. Okay, tell me one thing. Error will come or no error? Because now I have a permissions from owner. Understood? Now I have permissions from the owner. So I'm trying to access the object. Okay, I'm trying to read the data from ABC. So what will happen? Error or no error? Just imagine. Guess whatever it is.
No error, sir.
Okay, no error. Okay, but there is simple thing we have to remember here every time. Okay, so that is again error only it is. Okay, I'll tell you why this is again error. So then what you need to do, I'll tell you. Okay, see, who is the owner for this table? User A, correct, right? So the owner is user A and you're trying to access the object. Of course, you have permissions, okay, but still it is going to throw error because I'll tell you one simple example. Okay, so there is one movie, ABC, okay, some movie. Okay, so for movie, who will create the movie? Director, right? Movie director will create the movie, correct na? So
Yes, sir.
so while starting that movie, what will happen? I mean, all the names will come, right? Who is
Yes, sir.
whoever worked there, right? So there is no director name. What will happen? I'm trying to see that, okay, but there is no director name. So whether he will allow director without name? No, right? So definitely name should be there in the movie because you only created that movie. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So of course, he given the permissions that the movie director given the permissions, okay, to watch for all the distributors or all movie theaters, whatever. But there is no director name in the movie. So definitely he won't allow, right? He will reject. So what you need to do now? You have to keep that movie director name also for every time. Yes or no? Understood what I'm trying to say? Of course, you have permissions to watch the movie, but you should, I mean, that director name also should be there along with movie. Okay. So what I'm trying to say now in our current example, we have user A owner, okay, for ABC table. I'm trying to access that. Okay. Even if I'm having permissions also getting error. So what I'm going to do, as we discussed with the director and movie example, I have to place his name here. Okay. What is that? User A dot. Okay. I'm just prefixing that owner name for that table. Understood what I'm trying to say? So every time after getting the permissions, you should use, okay, you should prefix owner name for that table. So then you will get the
Output.
okay, means you can access that object. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, same way here also you should try with owner name only. So then only output will come. Okay, clear, right? Any confusion here?
No, sir.
Okay, if you don't want to, okay, if you don't want to write that owner name every time, okay, if you don't want to write that owner name every time, then we can do one thing. Okay, what is that? I can create alias name for, okay, alias name for that entire object. along with owner name. So I'm meaning to say for this. Okay, for this entire thing, what I can do, I can create a alias name. So for this highlighted one, user a.abc. So every time if you are trying to update something, you have to write update user a.abc. You are deleting something, delete user a.abc. Every time you have to prefix that owner name, right? But instead of writing that every time, you can do one thing. What is that? I'm going to create alias name for schema. Okay, not required to write. Okay, so I'm just going to write alias name. So what I'm going to write alias name and how I'm going to write. So we discussed about one alias name. You remember? That is for column names and the table names, temporary name. Okay, temporary name. But now I'm going to create one alias name which is a permanent. Okay, which is permanent. Okay, so that is called synonym. You know general English, right? What is meant by synonyms? Okay, nothing but similar name, which is having a similar name. So now I'm going to create a similar name. Okay, similar name for what? For that user a.abc. Okay, that is nothing but called as synonym. So simply to say, it is a permanent alias name. Okay, it's a permanent alias name. Also, it is going to be stored in the database. Okay, it will be stored in the database. Okay, but earlier we discussed, right, in the select class we were writing alias name. That is temporary, applicable only till that query where you are writing. Okay, but now this alias name is which I'm creating for this one user a.abc, that is going to be permanent and will be stored in the database. So next time, instead of writing user a.abc, you can directly call with that synonym. For example, I'm creating synonym like this. Create synonym. Okay, and you can give any synonym name. Okay, any synonym name, meaningful name. For example, this is user a.abc, right? So I'm writing abc, and you can give something. Okay, abc. Okay, let's do this way. Copy. Okay, I'm just giving this name. Okay, create synonym name. Okay, for which you are creating this synonym name? User a.abc. That's it. So synonym will be created. So what will happen now? Synonym will be created. So once the synonym is created, so now what you can do, instead of writing select star from user a.abc, what you can write? abc underscore copy. Okay, so what is mean by abc underscore copy? Is this a table? Is this a table? abc copy is a table? No, right?
Username.
It's no. I'm asking, is this abc underscore copy is a table?
No, sir.
No. So this is what? Synonym, which we created here, right? So we created a synonym here, right? So this synonym I'm using here directly in the from class. Okay, but is it having any data inside? Basically, it's not a table. Okay, basically, it's not a table, but it's a synonym, nothing but an alternative name for what? User a.abc in our current example. Okay, that means when you are trying to use this abc copy, for example, select star from abc copy. So I'm trying to get the data from abc copy, right? So when I'm trying to execute this, what will happen? Internally, it is going to call. Okay, internally, it is going to call what it will call internally? What it will call? User a.abc. Okay, just it is giving flexibility to us. Instead of writing abc, I mean user a.abc every time, I just simply created one alias name for my flexibility. Okay, so that alias name is nothing but synonym. So I can use that synonym every time. Okay, but when I'm calling that synonym, internally it will call that same user a.abc only. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone is having confusion there? We'll execute all these things now. Okay. Before that, we'll see one more thing. Already user A given permissions, right? Okay. If you want to take back the permissions, you given the permissions. Now everything is done. Now you don't want to give the permissions. I mean, you want to take back that permissions. So then there will be a command revoke. To give the permissions, grant. To take back the permissions, revoke. Okay, you can take all the permissions or any specific permissions. Okay, revoke all on which table? ABC. From whom you can mention that usernames. That's it. Now if you try to access the table, again error will come. Is it clear? Because no permissions now again. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So maybe you won't get any interview question in experience level, but fresher, it is maybe a question, but definitely you are going to use this concept most of the times in real time. Okay. So DCL we are discussing. What is the DCL? Data control language. What is the purpose of it? To control the data from unauthorized users. So there we have only two commands. What is that? Grant. Okay. So grant is, what is the purpose of grant? To give the permissions. Okay. And what is about role revoke? To take back the permissions. That's it. Clear now? So now what we'll do, we'll try to see this as it is. We'll create two users first. Okay. We don't have any users right now. We are, as of now, we are discussing with by connecting sys as the username, right? So in last class, I asked you people to create users in your database. I don't know whether you did or not. We'll see that later. But as of now, I'm going to create a user. Okay. Create user. Any username. Okay. Let's create one user. What I can create. Already Suresh is there here. Okay. No, I don't want. Okay, anyone username? Okay. Create user, username. Okay. Identified by password. Any password. For example, I'm giving the same password, same name as the password, just to remember. Okay. That's it. Now, once the user account is created, okay, you need to give the permissions to access that account. Okay. So what are those permissions? Grant, okay, all the resource to whom connect to Kumar account. Okay. So simply to say, whenever you are creating any Gmail ID, okay, see, immediately you will be not able to access that Gmail, okay, account. So that Gmail admin, whoever will be there, you can't see him, right? He will give the all permissions to you to access the account in fraction of seconds. Okay. But here in our case, what you need to do, once the schema is created, schema is nothing but username. Okay. Once the schema is created, you should provide all the permissions. Who will do this activity? Basically, DBA. Okay. Basically, DBA. If you want to create your username also, you should have DBA access. Then only you can do. Otherwise, you should request DBA for doing this. Okay. Now, let me connect to the DBA account and then we'll see. Okay, give 1 minute. It's taking time, I think. Okay, already one session is there, but I don't want. So that's why I'm going to connect. What is the concept? DCL, data control language. So I'm just creating a session, DCL session as the name for that. And username is SYS. So the role is sysdba. I'm connecting as a sysdba. And the password is actually same, sys. and everything is fine. I'm just connecting. I'm clicking on this connect. So automatically the tested and connected. Let's wait for a second. Our session will be open. So once it is open, we'll try to create a user. Okay. Is open? Not yet. Okay, here it is. Let's open. Because this session is already blank, right? So it is asking us to use this. Okay, but I don't want that. Let me go. Let me open a session, DCL session. Okay. Open, right? So I'm just copied and pasted now. I'm creating this account called Kumar with password. Okay, control, enter. This already we saw yesterday. Okay, so what we have to do here, the first thing, we have to alter this session. Okay, alter session set. Okay, alter session set. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to, sorry, I need double quotes actually. Okay, Oracle script, okay, is equal to, what happened? Okay, is equal to true. Okay, first let me run this. So it will allow us. Okay, now session is altered, you can see, and I'm clearing it. Now it will allow us to create a user account. Let's see what will happen. Okay, anyhow it's created now. User Kumar created. Okay, if you try to access this account, what will happen? Let's see. I just want to open one more session now here itself, and we'll name it as a Kumar. Okay, and what is the username? Kumar. And what is the password? Same, Kumar. Okay, and everything is fine. Let me test it. What is the problem? User Kumar lacks create session privilege. Log on denied. What is that? Actually, we are opening a new session, right? With a new username Kumar, right? So before this, what I did, I created a new session, new connection using sys schema, right? But now when I'm trying to connect with the Kumar schema or Kumar username, it is telling you don't have permissions to create a new session. Nothing but you don't have permissions to connect to the database. Understood? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So now what I need to do? I'm giving the permissions also to Kumar. Okay, grant success. I already told you, right? Grant is to give the permissions. That's it. Grant success. Now, same thing I'm doing, going back. Okay, giving name as a Kumar to this session. Okay, and the username is Kumar. Password is also Kumar. Okay, same database I'm connecting, but with a different username, my username. Okay, if you want, you can test the connection, success, and connect. Let's wait for a second. It will open a new session with a new username. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Say okay. Okay. So this is Kumar session for us. Fine. So like this, I have some users already. Okay. So now where I am? I'm on which username now? If you won't answer, you will get confusion here.
Kumar.
Okay. I logged in as a Kumar. Okay. So what I'm trying to do, I just want to see all the users, whoever is available. Okay, all the user names or all the users, whoever is available in this database. Okay, so there is a table, okay, which is already a predefined table by Oracle. So that is all users. Okay, so here you can see how many users available in our database. Okay, this is the one we know already. Every time we are using this, okay, like that, so many users are there. All these are already predefined users when I created Oracle database, right? So like that, the first one is also same. All these are same, but I just want to see if any user which I created recently there. Kumar is there now, 40,
Yes, sir.
last one, and Suresh is there, which we created before, and Varahi is there, which we created before. 3 users name which I created. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now I can connect with a new username to the same database just to understand it easily. Okay, to understand this grants concept easily, I'm giving a session name as a Varahi, and I'm connecting with the same username and password Varahi. Done. Connect. Let's see. That will be tested automatically and will be open. Connection is established, and I'm creating a new session with this connection. Varahi is done. Open. Good. Same way, I just want to open one more session with, there is one more username, right? Suresh. Let's see with that Suresh. Okay, so the username is Suresh and the password is also Suresh. Okay, connect. Okay, you can see this connection is open, right? So I'm just going to open a new session with this Suresh connection. Okay, so I have totally 3, Kumar, Varahi and Suresh, 3 sessions in open. Okay, so what I want to do, let's go back to Kumar only. Okay, otherwise let's do one thing. I'm going to Varahi. So these 3 are normal users, okay, not the DBS. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one table. Okay, so I'm going to create one table. So let's take any table. Okay, we'll take cust info table only, for example. Create table. Table name is cust info. Okay, and I'm going to take only one column here. Otherwise, let's take 2 columns: customer ID, customer name, and of course data type is mandatory, so I'm giving as a var_char2, and the size is mandatory, so I'm giving 10, and for customer ID also I'm just giving data type as number. End of the statement. Done. I'm executing it. Okay, table created successfully. You can access this table. Yes, of course I can access. Select star from cust info. Okay, so I'm able to access this table. Of course, no data, but still I'm not getting any error. So which means I can access the table. If you want to see the data, no problem. I will insert 2 records for this. Okay, insert into cust info followed by values. Okay, first column is customer ID 101. Second column is customer name Ram. Enough. One record is enough for us. I'm just executing. Okay, don't ask me what is this commit. We will discuss in the next chapter, DCL. Okay, nothing but whatever I inserted. Okay, what is the problem? No privilege on table space. I'm unable to insert these users. Okay, again there is a problem. Okay, so we'll discuss about this concept later. Okay, but no problem. I'm able to access this table. No error is coming, right? Fine, because I don't want to make you confused more. So I just created one table, trying to see the data. I'm able to see the data. Of course, there is no data, but still I'm able to see the data. Okay, let's go to Suresh and check the data. Okay, select star from, what is the table name? Cust info. Right? Control enter. So what happened? Table R view does not exist is the error. Okay, table R view does not exist is the error. So what I can do? So we discussed it, right? You have to request the permissions from the owner of the table. Okay, you can request the permission through mail or somehow. Okay, so then once you request the permissions, imagine the owner of this table is Varahi, right? So how you know owner is the table, owner is Varahi or not? Okay, so you can check this. Select star from all underscore. This is a table, right? Tables. Okay, you can just execute. What will happen? See, so it will show you all the tables, right? We'll see what it will show. Okay, it is showing all the tables, okay, along with owners, okay, along with owners. So now I will just filter it by writing where condition, where there is a column called table name, right? So I'm writing table underscore name is equal to, what is the table name? Cust info. So I'm just writing cust info. Done. I'm executing. Let's see. Oh, what happened? Okay. What happened? Why I'm not getting data? Let's see. By writing the same thing in capital letters. No uppercase. Okay. Now let's execute the same. We'll see what will happen. Okay, so still no data. That's fine. Let's execute the same thing. Going back to this Varahi. Okay, so now we are able to see here. Hope you understand. Okay, see, this fellow is not having permissions to access this table. Okay, he is unable to check anything related to this. Okay, so owner is Varahi. Okay, but otherwise, if you describe the table also, it will show you the owner name there itself. Okay, so now he need to give the permissions to you, right? So what I'm doing, grant. If it is only on select command, you can give only select, or also insert means you can give insert. Okay, so like that you can give permissions on individual commands also. For example, I'm just writing for your purpose. Okay, grant. Okay, these permissions on which table? Cust info. Okay, on cust info, you can write to whom. Okay, for example, what is the username? Kumar and Suresh. Both I am giving at a time. Otherwise, you can give to one person also. Fine. Now I'm executing. Grant success. Right now, let me go back to Suresh and see. I'm executing this first statement. You know already, it will throw error. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to prefix that owner name every time. So I'm prefixing that owner name. Is done. Now let's try. Control enter. See, now it is not throwing any error and I'm able to see that data. Even here also, let's see. Okay, because you have permissions, I'm just able to search this because here the all tables is not belongs to him now. That's why. Now you have permissions to access this object, so you are able to see the data. Fine. Now, what I want to do, instead of writing this, okay, instead of writing this every time, Varahi.custinfo. So what I can do, I can give a permanent alias name for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a new, okay, new synonym, nothing but a alternative name for that entire Varahi.custinfo. Okay, you can give any name, for example, custinfo. You can give the same name also, no problem, because it's a synonym, not the table, right? But just to avoid the confusion, I'm giving a name as custinfo2. Okay, custinfo2. It's for what I'm creating? Varahi dot custinfo. Okay, I'm just creating this synonym. Okay, I don't have privileges to create this synonym also. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me give permissions to this. Okay, not here. Who created this all users? These are all created by system. Okay, DBA. What is name? Suresh. Let's see now. I'm just creating, I'm just giving the grants. Okay, DBA given grants to Suresh. Let's see what will happen now. So earlier the error was unable to create this synonym. Okay, let me clear this so that we can see easily. Control enter. 1 second. Let me select it again and control enter. Okay, now if you see the message is synonym created successfully. Clear? Synonym created. So now instead of writing Varahi.custinfo, now onwards you can just write custinfo 2. If you write Varahi.custinfo also, it will work. Okay. If you don't write that schema name or username also, it should work. Okay. But what is the name now? Synonym for that alternative name? Custinfo 2. Control enter. See. So now what happened when I'm trying to use this custinfo 2? Internally, this is going to call this only. Varahi.custinfo only it will call. Okay. So this is just a permanent name, alias name I given to that. It's nothing but called as synonym. Is clear? Any confusion about this synonym? What is synonym? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, so now I connected as a Kumar. Okay, I'm trying to access this custinfo 2. What is this custinfo 2? It's a synonym. Okay, even if it's a table or synonym, whatever, but in our current example, it's a synonym. I'm trying to access that. Of course, it will throw the error because this fellow is not having permissions to access that object. So what I'm doing, who is the owner for this custinfo 2? Suresh. So then what he need to do? He need to give the permissions. Grant all on. All permissions I'm giving now. Okay. Grant all on. What is that? Custinfo 2. To whom you are giving? I'm giving to Kumar. Done. No privileges to grant. What is the error? Don't grant privileges on that object. All was specified, but the user does not have any privileges with the grant options. Okay. Okay, with that grant option is nothing is there. But let me try it. Okay, because it's a synonym now. Let me try with this. Select star from what is that name? Suresh. Okay, understood? Okay, for example, he is trying instead of writing custinfo 2, let's try with just custinfo. Okay, same error. So then you have to go to this owner of that table and you need to run this same commands. Okay, so what you can write? That owner is, for example, writing all the permissions on which table? Custinfo 2. What is the name? Kumar. Kumar. Done. Let me try. Okay, grant success. Now you can go back to that one user account and try. Of course, you will get the same error. We know that already. Okay, what you need to do? You have to prefix with owner name. So I'm prefixing here Varahi.custinfo. If you try, you are able to access it. But here also, you can try to create. You can also create a synonym for this. Okay, you can ask me one thing. Synonym is already created for this, right? Where Suresh created. So Suresh is the owner for that custinfo 2. See, even if you see here, if when he is trying to access that custinfo 2, it is not allowing. So I'm prefixing that owner name, right? So Suresh is the owner for that synonym. Okay. So if you want to create a new synonym, you can create it here. Okay. In Kumar account. Otherwise, get the grants. And that, so if you get the grants, also you have to prefix with the owner name. So instead of that, you can create your new synonym for that Varahi custinfo. Understood? Yes or no?
Sir.
Okay. So now everyone is having permissions and able to access, right? So let me revoke those permissions. Means I'm taking back those permissions, all permissions. Revoke all on. What is the table name? Custinfo from. Who is that? From, you can take from Suresh only or also from Kumar. Okay, your wish. For example, I'm taking now from both. Let's see what will happen. Earlier we were able to do. Okay, now revoke succeeded. Let me go to Suresh. Okay, and what is the synonym created? Custinfo 2, right? So now I'm trying to access that. See, Custinfo 2 does not exist. Okay, this is a synonym, right? Not related to Varahi. But still, I told you already, Custinfo 2 is yours only. Okay, Custinfo 2 is Suresh one's only. But internally it is going and calling which one? Varahi.custinfo, but you don't have permissions to access this Varahi.custinfo. Understood? Okay, if you want to try this Varahi.custinfo also, same error will come. Are you clear now? Okay, so then what happened to synonym? Synonym will be there. You can use it again whenever you will get the permissions to access this one. For example, I'm trying to do this. I given permissions again to Suresh. Okay, so now you can access this synonym. Okay, synonym will be there with you only, but you can't access that synonym when the permissions revoked or permissions are not there for your base table schema. Okay, base table. Okay, this is not the direct table, right? This is a synonym, just an alternative name. So what is the base one or original one? This is the original one. Okay, if when you have permissions, then only you can access the synonym. Okay, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion till now? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, fine. This is about complete DCL. Okay, you will be using this most of the times in real time. There will be a little confusion definitely. Okay, if you practice it, it will go away. Okay, so last time I asked you to create user. If you have not created, just follow these steps. Okay, for user creation, I'm just writing here. Okay, so to create the user, definitely what you need to do, the first thing, you should connect DB as DBA. Okay, then only you can run these commands. Remember, okay, I can't create this user because I am not the GBA, sorry, DBA. Okay, any confusion till now? If no questions, we'll wind up the session for today and we'll continue with TCL tomorrow. Okay, so if anyone is having question, please be there. Remaining people can leave. Okay, so I'm